this week, starting off with some folks that I've been talking to I spoke to them while I was in Florida, actually, when my daughter had just given birth. The folks over at CoinPulse, they asked about the possibility of coming on, and they were about to launch, I guess, the beta version of their new site. And now that it's up and it's operational, they wanted to come in and tell us all about it. So I've got the communications director, Mr. Michael Seivold, with us. How you doing today, Michael?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. So I wanted to give you, before we get going, give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to our listeners and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, as you mentioned, I'm Michael Seivold, the communications director for CoinPulse Exchange. Let's see, I kind of got my start in crypto, I'd say a couple of years ago. And basically, I got my start in crypto a couple of years ago when I heard about Bitcoin. And I'd say typically, I think a lot of people have a pre-crypto life and a post-crypto life. And so once I discovered Bitcoin, I kind of just fell down the rabbit hole and just went for it. Before that,
didn't we all?
Right. Yeah. and haven't come up ever since. But before that, basically, I kind of started off in college, physics major, math minor, was sort of in the technical side of things. And then was an entrepreneur for the last, I'd say about 20 years or so, doing all kinds of different small businesses and so forth. And I knew I wanted to get involved in a technical field and basically be involved in a business that, that was interesting and going somewhere. Once I discovered crypto, I thought, this is it. I want to be involved in this. And so I ended up talking with the guys, the main core team members with CoinPulse when they're first starting, and talked to them about working with them, and that was kind of it. So that's what led me here today.
Very cool, very cool. So now tell us a little bit about CoinPulse. What is it? When you hear the name CoinPulse, what should people be thinking of?
So currently, first and foremost, we're a cryptocurrency exchange, and what we're doing is we're a community-focused cryptocurrency exchange, and our intention right now is to be an exchange that the community wants to use. So what we did is we asked the community what they didn't like about exchanges that they'd used in the past, and also some of the things that they did like. And we tried to put all this together into an exchange that they're going to want to use, hopefully on a daily basis or however often they like to trade. And that's currently where we're at. We're developing the exchange. We just released our UI, so I guess you could call it more of an alpha version.
Okay.
We wanted people to be able to get the feel of what the UI is going to be like, but currently trading won't be available, and the full launch essentially won't be available until by the end of June. We'll have that up and running.
Okay. So right now it's just kind of basically like a practice version.
Yeah, it's a get familiar with the exchange user interface. Check it out website. And the reason that we did this is since we took all the suggestions from our community, we wanted them to get a heads up of what it looked like all put together. And as we're
could you give me a few examples of the type of criticisms you're talking about that you took care to avoid?
Well, a lot of it were features, different types of I guess features, for instance, related to what the user interface would be like and look like. For instance, some people didn't necessarily want to have a complicated trading interface where you have to employ stop orders and there's all kinds of different features and tools that you can use in trading. Some of them just wanted a simple, easy way to make for instance, like a market trade. So we also incorporated that along with having all the features and tools that, for instance, a really experienced trader might want to use. So really, in regards to features, we wanted to bring in as much as we could of what people wanted, and with a diverse community. Does that kind of make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Aria, come on in here.
Well, I did. I was the one who asked about the features.
Yeah, I know.
Do you use KYC or anything along those lines? I mean, what is the verification process here? Like if somebody wanted to use it.
So we are definitely going to use KYC. That's an important part. As far as the specifics of exactly what documents will be required, we don't have that sorted out yet, and that's probably going to depend on where the user is from. But KYC is definitely going to be necessary and a part of it, and that kind of relates to our security of the exchange.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised to hear you say that the features and stuff that crypto people were requesting was related to the UI. I would expect them to be related to KYC and private keys and all of that. I assume, like most exchanges, that you guys will hold the private keys.
Yes. We're not a decentralized exchange. We are a centralized exchange.
Okay,
and,
cool.
And we discussed. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's fine.
I was just going to say, we discussed the possibilities of different types of exchanges, mainly whether it should be centralized or decentralized. And we really looked at what our options were, and we felt to build the most useful exchange at this point in time, a centralized exchange was the way to go. It was really the only way that we could get the liquidity and all the features that we felt like we needed.
All right. Well, we'll be back here shortly. And guess what, guys? There are 2,000 tokens up for grabs from CoinPulse today. So keep your ear out. Listen in. We'll be right back here on the Call to Freedom.
Looking for a great real estate investment? Consider New Hampshire, which is ground zero for the Liberty Movement. Your first call should be to Mark Worden from Porcupine Real Estate. He's more than just a real estate agent. He's your New Hampshire concierge. Where are the best places to live? Do you want farm, city, the burbs, or forest? Do you want a duplex or multifamily building so that renters pay your mortgage? There are homes in all price ranges in New Hampshire, and Mark can help with financing too. Invest in liberty and property. Mark Worden can help. PorcupineRealEstate.com.
On Free Talk Live, we're bringing people to the ideas of liberty every day. From wrestling superstars like Glenn Jacobs.
You guys really are having an impact, I believe. Like I said, a lot of where I am now is due to listening to Free Talk Live. You changed my mind on some very important issues years ago.
To random people tuning in on the radio.
I was kind of stuck in the left-right paradigm. I heard your show by chance on Saturday night. From there, I went on, joined the Free State Project, and become an amplifier. So, I mean, that's really the reason why I amped is because I know that if it wasn't for you guys being on as many stations as you are, I never would have found the ideas of liberty.
Your amp will directly change more lives by getting Free Talk Live in front of people looking for talk radio online and on the air. When you amp Free Talk Live, you get perks like access to the AMP-only Facebook group and AMP podcast. Visit amp.freetalklive.com.
Here's a chance to do a little activism while you're cruising Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Between the LOL cats, the recipes, the hot girls, the inspirational sunrise memes, Free Talk Live's posts pass by your newsfeed. Like them, comment. It gives us more exposure. If you don't see our posts, click like at facebook.freetalklive.com and then hover over it to click Get Notifications. It's an easy way to spread the ideas of liberty a bit further. I know you're busy, but you can spare that tenth of a calorie it takes to click on something. Facebook.freetalklive.com. Are you tired of governments around the world killing innocent people? Stop using their money. There is an alternative. Bitcoin is a stateless, free market, non-political currency. Bitcoin is money that cannot be inflated or controlled by any state. By continuing to use their money, you're perpetuating the killing. Stop doing it. You have an incredible alternative available to you now. Learn it, use it, spread it. Get started with Bitcoin at Bitcoin.com. It's Bitcoin.com.
Now that you've found the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM, you may want to help expose others to our great programs. To assist you in doing so, you'll find resources at promote.lrn.fm, including details on how to get a free bumper sticker, quarter-page flyers you can print out and distribute, banners for your website, as well as files that will allow you to make your own custom banners and graphics. Visit promote.lrn.fm and help bring new listeners to the Liberty Radio Network. That's promote.lrn.fm.
The Free State Project has reached its goal of 20,000 liberty lovers who pledge to move to New Hampshire and get active to achieve liberty in our lifetime. Perhaps you're trying to figure out what part of New Hampshire should be your destination. If so, consider Keene. You'll find more than 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com. Keene is famous for its historic, publicity-generating activism, as well as being the liberty media capital of the world. It's home to freekeene.com, New Hampshire's destination for liberty activism, news, and opinion. For years, we've been compiling over 150 reasons to move to Keene at move.freekeene.com, where you'll learn about some of what's happening here and what makes Keene a great place to live. If you love liberty, you'll probably enjoy anywhere you end up in the Shire. But do your due diligence first. Please visit move.freekeene.com for the full list of over 150 reasons to move to Keene. That's move.freekeene.com.
What's up next? Visit the Liberty Radio Network program guide to find out at shows.lrn.fm. That's shows.lrn.fm.
You are listening to the Crypto Hour on the Call to Freedom.
تستمتعون إلى The Crypto Hour على برنامج نداء للحرية.
All right, welcome back to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Broadcasting live from the Burke studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. If you're hearing us coming across the airwaves, across the globe, all the way over there in sub-Saharan Africa, we're coming across on our free-to-air satellite system. And, well, you know, if you're interested in getting involved in crypto, then let me tell you about Helium.com. Now, Helium is a savings accelerator, and it's powered by Uphold.com. And what it is it's a bot that watches the exchange rates between cryptos and regular fiats, and then it moves your money when the time is just right. So you just use your Uphold account, charge it up with your bank card or with cryptos of your own like Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, and just set it and forget it. Everything else is automatic. Helium lets your money move you. So go ahead over to helium with an e.com/CTF. That's HELEUM.com/CTF and get your great offers for being a Call to Freedom listener. Now, we've got on with us today, now joined in the studio by, well, we've got Melanie, who is regular on Free Talk Live. She's a bit of an anarcho tax bookkeeping folks types thing. It's her time of year right now, right?
Yeah, January through April for most people.
Is hell. I mean, tax season.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Literal same thing.
Literally the same thing.
I mean, if you get robbed 4 months a year every year, I mean, that's pretty valid to call that hell.
Yeah, absolutely. And being as it's Crypto Hour, we've also got our crypto guest today. We've got Michael Seivold from, well, he's the communications director for CoinPulse. It's a new centralized exchange that they're putting together right now. And he says, as he describes it, it is a community-based exchange where they've gone through and they've basically polled members of the cryptocurrency community asking, what is it that you hate the most about doing businesses with exchanges? And then tried to build an exchange that did the opposite, which is that's not a bad idea in my opinion. But you know what? I would have to say, as a person in the crypto community and who has been around since 2012, and being a big fan of things like Zencash, Monero, privacy coins, security is always my number one thing. I mean, I literally just got robbed 2 weeks ago. And it was the security softwares and things that I put on my computer that protected me from someone being able to just use, because all my passwords are all there. Like if you could get into my computer, you'd rob me blind. Because I like anything to be easy. But the software on my computer makes it to where, like, if you rob me of this computer, then you either need to have like a quantum computer or you need to throw it in the lake, because those are your options if you want to actually get anywhere. You now have a really expensive, fancy doorstop. So what is CoinPulse offering in the way of security? Because for me, that's always one of my number one issues. How are you guys going to make sure this doesn't become a DAO or a Mount Docs?
Okay. So security is also, to us, obviously, it's kind of one of the biggest concerns, I think, in the crypto space, period, as far as I can tell right now. And so that is one of our biggest concerns, that we are up to date and have the best security possible. And we're also gonna continue with this process. In other words, we do have some security plans, ideas, and implementations in place. And as we go forth in the future, we're also going to continue to update and stay abreast of new developments, essentially. So currently, one of the things that we will be doing, is we'll have 90% of all assets in cold storage. That, in essence, will be protecting 90%. So even worst case scenario, there's only 10% that would be at risk.
Can you tell our listeners who aren't security people what cold storage means?
Cold storage is going to be offline storage, meaning that if somebody does try to attack your system and is able to get keys and essentially try to hack your system, they will not get to this portion of it because it will not be accessible.
Okay, right. So what about you see like Cloudflare security, being offered at places like Kraken or Cryptopia. What are you guys doing? Like, what is your setup to prevent like DDoS attacks or there's been so many different types of attacks that have happened in the course of just the last couple of months. I mean, you've had exchanges in Korea attacked. You've had exchanges in Europe that have been attacked. You've had the Mt. Gox attack here in I guess in the U.S. technically. So, how are you guys standing up to that kind of a thing? Like, how sure are we as investors that I come to you and I put $10,000 in gold pressed latinum into your exchange, that it won't disappear into the ether because some guy is forgot to stick a password on some server somewhere.
Right. Yeah, gotcha. So right now we're actually currently finishing up negotiations with the top-notch security firm. Unfortunately, I can't disclose all the details of that. But a few of the things of what you mentioned in terms of DDoS attacks and what specific measures will be in place to prevent some of those sort of current modern issues that are plaguing it seems like all of cryptocurrency these days. They're going to be addressed with the security firm that we have. Unfortunately, I don't have all the details because that's all being ironed out, and it's subject to NDAs right now. But I can tell you, some of the things that we know will be that will be implementing. One, as I mentioned, the 90% of assets in offline storage, and that will be all assets on the exchange. Another thing we'll be doing is we will be protecting our assets with multi-sig wallets and with 3 private keys. We'll be using 2FA. That'll be like Google Authenticator. And we'll also even have a hotkey that, in the case of a worst scenario, it's like a 1-key press that can stop all transactions from occurring, for a worst case scenario. So
this is like an emergency stop valve. Like at the gas station, if the gas stations catch on fire, you can just walk in and hit the red button and everything turns off.
That is exactly, yeah.
This is Michael Dean from the Freedom Teams. I've run websites since 1996 and have used over a dozen web hosts in that time. AgristHosting.com is the only one that hasn't broken my heart. Agrist Hosting's uptime and service is stellar, and their DDoS mitigation is the best I've seen. That's important because if you tell the truth in this world, you'll ruffle feathers. And some people will try dirty tricks to silence your voice. No matter what the haters hit us with, Agrist Hosting keeps our websites online. If you have a mission-critical commercial presence or a world-changing activism site, you cannot tolerate any skullduggery. So go with AgristHosting.com. Have a WordPress or blog site, but you're not satisfied with performance or uptime? Or just want raw hosting? Want to pay with Bitcoin? Agrist Hosting specializes in high-performance hosting with personalized service. Go to AgristHosting.com and click on the button that says Get Hosted. That's AgristHosting.com.
In Survivor Max 2, School Bites, Maximus scavenged through a wasteland swarming with the undead. Desperate to find the medicine he needs, he discovers a community of survivors at his former school. Has he finally found the safe haven he's been looking for, or will he discover that school bites? Look for Survivor Max on Facebook, read reviews on Amazon, and read Chapter 1 at SurvivorMax.com.
Is spreading the message of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace around the globe worth $2 per month to you? As you may already know, in addition to our internet feed, LRN.FM broadcasts on free-to-air satellite across North and Central America, as well as sub-Saharan Africa, and we've been available on satellite for free 24/7 since 2010. The LRN.FM free-to-air satellite signal is reaching some of the most oppressive regimes in the world, and there's no doubt our ideas are making an impact. You can learn more about the channel's impact by watching the 3-minute video at fund.lrn.fm. If you'd like to help free minds globally with our ideas of liberty, cryptocurrency, and peace, you can donate as little as $2 per month via fund.lrn.fm. You can help us continue and expand our satellite broadcast to multiple continents. Visit fund.lrn.fm today, and thank you for your help. Don't forget to share the link on social media. That's fund.lrn.fm.
LRN.FM is proud to announce our official listening apps for Android and iOS devices. Now you can easily tune into our streams anywhere, anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just visit apps.lrn.fm or search for LRN.FM in the Android or Apple app stores. Please download, rate us 5 stars, then share the link on your social media and let your friends and family know how you're listening to LRN.FM. Download it now, free, at apps.lrn.fm.
Hey, I'm LRN.FM Program Director Ian Freeman. If you're listening to our free-to-air satellite feed in North or Central America, heads up! We've been on the same channel on the Galaxy 19 satellite since 2010, but now our satellite provider is moving us to a new channel on a different transponder. The original channel will stay on the air until the end of February to give you time to transition without any loss of service, so don't delay. I've posted the new channel details at sat.lrn.fm, but in case you're listening with no internet access, if you do a blind scan on your receiver, you should see the new channel at transponder 12, 11,936 MHz, horizontal polarization, symbol rate 20,000, FEC 3/4. All that information is at sat.lrn.fm, as well as a link to our Patreon where you can support our channels for just $2 a month. Visit sat.lrn.fm for more information about our international satellite channels, and thanks for listening to LRN.fm.
If you enjoy LRN.FM, please contribute to your favorite shows via their websites and become an amplifier at amp.lrn.fm. That's amp.lrn.fm.
You are listening to Call to Freedom.
I have two questions, by the
brought to
way.
you by helium.com. आप सुन रहे हैं स्वतंत्रता की पुकार के क्रिप्टो आवर को, जिसके प्रस्तुत करता है helium.com.
Live from the Verticoin Studio. This is the Call to Freedom. It's the Crypto Hour. Right to you, my helium. 47 here on LRN.FM. When you draw the faucet, you draw the 5 digits of 3 coins. This is the Call to Freedom.
That's right. This is the Call to Freedom here on LRN.FM, broadcasted live from the Verticoin Studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire. Another beautiful day today. It's what, Melanie, about 60 degrees today? Snow was melting. I was loving
Yeah, it was about 60 today. I think it's like 40 now.
Yeah.
There's no ice. I'm good.
It's a heat wave, man. Heat wave. I wish I could play that song without us getting clipped for copyright. And then we've also got live via remote our normal Monday crew. We've got Mr. Tom Gray, our resident attorney and taxpayer, the sucker himself. And then we've also got Miss Aria DeBezio, our queen of cryptocurrency from cryptocheck.org. And, well, we've got the lady whose boss just loves to piss everybody off from the Vora method, Miss Chelsea Snyder. So now, Chelsea, you had questions of your own for our guest today. We're joined by Michael Seivold. He's the communications director for CoinPulse.
Yeah, so when I was flipping through the site, looking at what you guys are offering, I noticed two things. The first is that all of the coins seem to be paired pretty much throughout the site. So no matter what you're doing, they're paired to some other coin. And I was curious, what the impetus is for that. And then my second question was, there also seems to be a big boast of getting lower exchange rates. And I was curious, how that process works and how it is that you're able to get those lower exchange rates.
With your first question, can you rephrase that? I wasn't quite sure what you're asking.
When you trade, there are coin pairings, or at least that's I think what you're saying is that different coins are paired together. So like, you're talking about like Bitcoin is paired with just about everything, right, Chelsea?
Yeah. Yeah, so when I look at the site, it's just like, one pairing after another, and the pairings are kind of floating around. But even when you go into, it seemed like on every page, even when you're trying to buy, it was like buying a pair or something. So I might be misinterpreting the website, but I was just trying to clarify.
And part of it, everything still is under development currently, and in a way, giving the UI for the community to look at and get a feel of it. Everything on there isn't going to be exactly as it will be once we launch. But regarding the pairs, we're going to be adding lots of different cryptocurrencies. And one of the things community members will be able to do, will be able to suggest new cryptos, and also give an option for people to vote those in.
Vertcoin and Zencash.
Right off
Bring it on. Right off the bat.
Yeah, anybody can put them in there, and we will review those. I do have a review process because we do want to put quality assets on the exchange.
Yes.
But getting back to the pairs, so we are going to have pairings with BTC, Ethereum, USDT, and our own token, which would be the CPEX token, or what I typically call CPEX. And so those are the 4 different types of pairings that you can do with all the other cryptos. We wanted to give as many, a lot of options for people. Does that answer your question regarding the pairings? Or?
Sure. Yeah, definitely.
In an exchange, Chelsea, different coins are used as purchasers. So, like, if you went to, well, it's not that way at Cryptopia anymore, but like when I used to do work at trading at Cryptopia, you could use New Zealand dollar tethers, United States dollar tethers, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dogecoin, and Ethereum. And now Litecoin and Dogecoin have been removed. You can't purchase with them anymore. You can't buy gold pressed latinum with Dash on an exchange. You have to sell the Dash for one of the exchange currencies, and then you buy your gold pressed latinum or ruby coin or whatever it is with that exchange coin if it's paired with the other coin, because sometimes it's not. So like US dollar tethers may only buy like 14 different coins on an exchange that sells 700 kinds of coin. Bitcoin is usually the one that is paired with basically everything on the exchange. That and Doge, if Doge is available as an exchange coin. Aria, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to know why CPEX exists. I mean, what is the purpose of it?
So that is our token. It's the CoinPulse exchange token.
So people have to buy that and then they can swap it out?
Yeah, so we initially started off at the very beginning of the project with a different token, and that was EBCH token. And the story behind that is we were kind of taking advantage of all the activity around the airdrops. We knew we wanted to do an airdrop. We did not want to do an ICO and try to charge the community, a lot of money, get a lot of money, make the exchange, and be flush with cash after that. We didn't want to ask the community for money. We felt like we could do this essentially on our own with the community, if that makes sense. So we started off with this token, and we've just rebranded and are continuing to finalize the rebranding from the EBCH token to the CPEX token, or CPEX.
Yeah, and Michael, that's part of why you get the lower exchange rates, right? Going back to my second question.
Yeah, that was going to answer your second question, because once the exchange opens, people are going to be able to swap their tokens from one ABCH for 3 CPEX tokens. And with those CPEX tokens, or CPEX tokens, you'll be able to use those. If you pay for your trades with those tokens, you'll be able to get a 70% discount. And as far as we have looked in the industry, that should be the lowest trading fees that we've seen anywhere, at least to date.
Wow. Why can't they just use cash to buy tokens on your exchange?
When you're speaking of dollars or euros, I imagine.
That's a fairly expensive venture to be able to accept those currencies, unfortunately.
Yeah, that presents a whole nother set of issues that I'm probably not qualified to go into. And ultimately, we feel that cryptocurrency is here to stay, and it's going to be used. It's going to be more widely adopted, and so in a lot of ways, we feel that people may be migrating from using as much cash in the first place.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I thought
it's the bumper music. It comes on. It tells us that we're going to a commercial. So there's 2,000 tokens available. Give us a call, 603-283-6160, and try to claim them for yourself. We've got Michael Seivold here from CoinPulse, and he has 2,000 CPX available for the next caller. So give us a call, 603-283-6160. We'll be right back.
Magic Mud. I drink a lot of coffee. I had stains on my teeth. Then I found My Magic Mud, and I was told it would remove stains. So I paid attention when I brushed the first time. My Magic Mud is black tooth powder, and the difference it made in my teeth in one application was noticeable. With 4, my teeth were as white as you normal folks out there. Please go to mymagicmud.com and buy a jar. There's 150 applications for $25. You could use Bitcoin. mymagicmud.com.
The zebra of the plains is perpetually hunted by a myriad of merciless predators. With no purpose other than to feed monsters, the zebra spends its entire life standing around awaiting a violent death. They are nature's ultimate prey. The zebra paces the earth, patiently going through the motions of life, knowing that at any moment it will end in a sudden shock of pain and brutality. With its black and white stripes serving as an ostentatious beacon to any nearby predators, the zebra whiles away its time before gruesome elimination. Zebra wait on the pantry shelf that is the African plain before something finds it and, at last, remembers to eat it. This is the Onion News Network.
There are lots of ways to listen to Free Talk Live. Our podcast has been around since podcasts began, and now the FTL feed is loaded with content besides our full show archives. Did you know that we make it easy for you to customize your podcast subscriptions? We have different feeds, one that includes only our full shows, one with just the Daily Digest, and one with just the Edgington Post. You decide what you listen to. It's quick and easy to customize your feeds at feeds.freetalklive.com. That's feeds.freetalklive.com. Ross Ulbricht was convicted in early 2015 of running the infamous Silk Road Underground Market. The Silk Road was a gift to humanity and helped reduce the harms brought on by drug prohibition. For this good deed, Ross has been sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Now, an appeal is Ross's only chance, and he needs your support. Please visit freeross.org, where you can contribute via various methods, including Bitcoin. Visit freeross.org. That's freeross.org. LRN.FM now has a Discord. Discord is a free text and voice chat platform, and we now have our own server with a bunch of channels at discord.lrn.fm. You can join other listeners as they chat about various things during our live shows, or anytime, day or night. Discord software is available cross-platform, so you can have it on whatever device you want and take your chats anywhere. Join our Discord at discord.lrn.fm. That's discord.lrn.fm.
Since time began, tyrants have taken aim at personal liberties. Now there's a movie that aims back.
The government has no more right to tell us what to put in our bodies than they have to take our guns or tell us what books we can read.
6 drug police were eaten by bears while raiding a marijuana farm. On your knees, you dirty hippie! On your knees! What's the problem, officer?
Today, many cops who enforce pot laws do so only because it provides them with cushy jobs, good benefits, and a chance to push people around.
I was an undercover narcotics officer. The drug war is nothing but a farce. The Second Amendment says you gotta keep you and your gat intact.
Guns and Weed, The Road to Freedom. A film by Michael W. Dean and Nima Vadavi.
DVD available now at gunsandweed.com or on Amazon. That's gunsandweed.com. Makes the perfect gift. Remember, that's gunsandweed.com.
Join the LRN.FM Discord for live chat 24/7 at discord.lrn.fm. That's discord.lrn.fm.
You are listening to the Crypto Hour on the Call to Freedom, brought to you by Helium.com. Unasikiliza Crypto Hour inayohusu wito wa uhuru, umeletwa kwako na Helium.com.
Welcome back to the Call to Freedom on LRN.FM. Brought to you
live in the Mercoin studio here in beautiful Keene, New Hampshire, and we've been talking to Michael Seivold. He is the communications director for CoinPulse, and we've had him on with us for most of Crypto Hour here, and they're going to give away 2,000 of these CPEX tokens, before we did that though, there was a question in the room. Says, do we need a kind of wallet for it? What exactly is a token, and what's a CPEX token, and how would I hold them? So, can you answer that for us?
Yes, absolutely. So the CPEX tokens are ERC20 tokens. So they're based on the Ethereum standard. So essentially, any Ethereum wallet, like my Ether wallet, will hold those tokens.
So any Ethereum wallet. So if I have an Ethereum, like a Coinomi wallet,
what you'd have to set it up manually for that particular token.
So it's essentially an Ethereum token. So anything that'll hold those tokens, Ethereum tokens, will also hold CPEX. That makes sense.
The site is also equipped with a wallet, or you guys offer a wallet as well? Is that correct or no?
Well, you will definitely be able to store your tokens on the site for trading.
The CPEX tokens, or all of the currencies that you buy?
Well, all of them. Any that you're going to be trading, the trading will be on the exchange itself. And that kind of gets back to the pairs you're mentioning, because you'll have to trade. Say we have 300 different tokens or trading pairs available. You'll be able to trade those either against USDT, Ethereum, or Bitcoin, or CPEX tokens. So you'll have wallets for any of the pairs that are available. So essentially, you'll have a Bitcoin wallet. You'll be able to store Bitcoin, USDT, Ethereum, and then CPEX, and then also any of the other tokens that you may purchase with those coins.
Right on. Okay, well, we have a winner on the line here. We've got AJ, who is on the road listening to us on his commute right now from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. How you doing today, AJ?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Very good, very good. So we've already discussed before we brought you on how you're going to be able to claim your tokens, how you can get in touch with CoinPulse in order to claim your 2,000 CPX tokens that you just won. I just wanted to know, AJ, what's the show that gives you a chance to win free crypto every day?
Call to Freedom.
Very good. Thanks for being a part of it. Enjoy your prize, brother. So, again, we've got with us Michael Seivold, the communications director for CoinPulse. It's a new community-based, decentralized. That's not decentralized. Centralized currency. It's odd for me to say centralized instead of decentralized, because 99% of the exchanges or people that are working in some kind of new exchange, the decentralized nature of it. I guess it's because we have a fairly large anarchist target market.
I was going to say, decentralized is like the best word.
Yeah, it's the libertarian.
The word.
Every day.
Every day, all the days.
Yeah, it's the hot topic. That's for sure.
There's nothing inherently libertarian or not libertarian about either centralization or decentralization.
But when people say centralization, decentralization, they think government, centralization of power, centralization of.
Well, right, but the problem with the government is not that it's centralized; it's that it's an agency. Yes, true. Very good point.
It's an agency of violence. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, we've got a few minutes left here. I wanted to give you an opportunity to kind of give us your closing statement, so to speak, and where people can learn more. If you got like a Discord chat or a Telegram or something like that you want people to get involved in.
Yeah, great. And just one more comment, if you guys don't mind, about the centralization versus decentralization. For us, it really wasn't a matter of trying to we wanted to develop the best exchange that we could for our community. One that worked, that was the fastest, has the best liquidity, and would function the way that we want it to, and the way our community wants it to. And so, I know decentralization. That's a huge buzzword, and there are a lot of different different methods where people are trying to make that work right now. And we looked into all that, and we still felt like the best way to serve our community was to go with decentralization. Anyways, just kind of wanted to add that.
Very good. Very good. So, websites, Telegram, anything like that?
Yeah, website. We do have Telegram. We have. Let's see. Well, I'll give you our website first. So that's www.coinpulse.io. And then you can reach us on Telegram. You can reach us on Telegram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You'll find us. And that is all under CoinPulse X. Okay. If you search for us there.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, as far as reaching us, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Now, is there anywhere we should watch for updates? Any big news coming in the next few days or weeks?
Well, let's see. Right now, we are just about to finish up our YouTube contest. So if anybody would like to win some tokens, they can go to our Telegram, look up CoinPulse X on our Telegram channel, and you'll find information about that there. And we will be most likely having more contests. I don't know what we're going to be doing next, but as far as releases and information, if you go to our www.coinpulse.io, you can sign up for our newsletter, and that will be the best way, along with our Telegram group, to stay in touch with what's going on.
Very good, very good. Well, thanks for coming on with us today, Michael, and telling us about what you guys are going to be offering there at CoinPulse. Be sure once you get everything ready and you're ready to rock and roll, we'd love to have you in for a Wednesday show. Get you guys certified through cryptocurrencycheck.org, and hopefully be a nice little gold star you can put at the bottom of your page that you guys have what your grade is once we get through with bringing you in for a Wednesday, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, hopefully we'll see you sometime in June or July then.
Okay, yeah, just before June we'll be launching, so we'll try to be in touch here, and thank you so much for having us on.
And thank you so much for coming on, guys. It's always a pleasure to have new up and coming folks in the crypto space on the show. Now for today's crypto update, before the hour is over.